to PWN's April Level Up at Lunch. This is our monthly meeting, and it's held via Zoom the third Thursday of the month. For those of you watching on the YouTube channel, be sure to click and like and subscribe so that you can keep updated up on our next meetings. And thank you again to our sponsor, Dr. Christina Montalisi, Montalisi Family Chiropractic and Pelvic Rehab. And also thank you to Stephanie Shields, who is our CEO or Bookkeeping Central, for taking care of PWN bookkeeping.
We have a very exciting situation today for our speaking. Instead of one speaker, we have three bing, 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 amazing speakers. And by the way, I'm giving heads up to the speakers right now. Liz, we're going to have you first, and then we're going to have, oh, I got two Liz's, so I better tell them who's first. Liz Levine, my friend, you're first. Then we're going to go Liz Barton, and then we're going to go Teresa. Okay, just so you guys can be prepared. All right, so my friends, all right, everyone take a deep breath. And get ready for some amazing summer super tips. Our first speaker is Liz Levine. As we said, she's from renter to owner. Invest in yourself and unleash the benefits of buying. Liz is a loan officer in Monterey with over 25 years experience, and her goal is to educate and assist clients in achieving their dream of home ownership. Liz, so now we have about 7 minutes from you. 7, maybe 8. We'll have to, whatever works for you. I will be going like this if you go over time, my friend. Go.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you very much for that great introduction. So hi, everyone. Again, Liz Levine. I'm a loan officer with U.S. Bank. And I'm talking about investing in yourself and unleashing the benefits of buying a home. Homeownership offers a range of benefits that can positively impact your financial, personal, and emotional well-being. And here are some of the key benefits. And I apologize, I'm totally reading off of my script, so I'm looking at you, but looking just above. So first is equity building. Unlike renting, where monthly payments only cover the cost of living, homeownership allows you to build equity. Equity is a portion of your home that you truly own. So you think you have, say, a $500,000 home and you have a mortgage for $200,000. That means you have $300,000 in equity. You own that. That is yours. And it increases as you pay down your mortgage over time. And as the home potentially appreciates in market appreciation. Really good benchmark I forecasted for Monterey County. I have a great website that I use. It's called MBS Highway. And in Monterey County, the accumulated appreciation after 15 years on a home of $750,000, by year 15, you're looking at an investment value for that appreciation of $1.7 million. In California, it is definitely a wonderful investment, and it really, that market appreciation helps create your wealth. It also gives you stability and control. You're the one picking your mortgage. You're the ones, talking about interest rates, selecting your mortgage, your loan program. Are you more conservative? Do you prefer, fixed rate mortgage? Are you open to an adjustable rate mortgage? Maybe this is, something you plan on keeping for 5 or 7 years. But that gives you the opportunity to make those choices for you. When you rent, you have, unfortunately, no control. Landlord dictates, what the rent is, and they can change it on you. And so by owning, you take back some of that control for yourself. There's also potential tax benefits from owning a home. I'm not a CPA, so I'm not going to get super involved in that, but it is a benefit of home ownership that you do have mortgage interest, property taxes that can be tax deductible. Also, as I mentioned, long-term investment, that market appreciation. Real estate has historically been a solid long-term investment. Over time, strong market appreciation in California, potentially providing you with a valuable asset that contributes to your overall financial portfolio and net worth. And then you have pride of home ownership. Owning a home is no small feat. It's a huge accomplishment to be able to do that, for yourself, for your family. And it gives you that sense of accomplishment. I think, we all hopefully, work towards that. And it's a tangible benefit, a tangible accomplishment that you can see. Also, freedom and personalization. When you own a home, you, within reason, can do what you want with it. Decorate it, remodel it, make it your own, make it something that represents you. And with renting, with renting, you can't do that, or you have limitations to doing that. In owning a home, it could be the ultimate representation of yourself. You also have community ties. And I can really speak to this. I moved to the Monterey County area 2 years ago and live in Toro Park. And I have to say, after 40 plus years in the Bay Area, moving to Toro Park gave me a community feeling that I remember from when I was a child. The Bay Area is a little bit different. So when we first started looking down here, we'd drive down the street, people would wave at us, and my husband and I would kind of look at each other and go, what was that? Why are they waving? Is something wrong? Is something falling off my car? What's going on? And after 2 years here, all my neighbors were community. We hang out in the street talking, catch up with each other. It was something I didn't have, and to be honest, didn't know I needed until I finally had it. And then legacy and future planning. So some generational wealth. And this is definitely a case here in Monterey County. Being able to pass that home down to your children and grandchildren, giving them the opportunity to own a home as well, and creating that generational wealth. It can serve as a form of inheritance and a source of stability for your family, and even a component of your retirement plan, providing options for your future. Overall, homeownership, it offers a combination of financial benefits, stability, personalization, community connections that significantly enhance your quality of life and your long-term financial outlook. So I know I didn't take 8 minutes, but does anyone have any questions?
I actually have a question.
Go ahead.
So what is one of the best ways for people to actually get into the market then? Because you and I both know that there's it's a huge market here, both in Santa Cruz and the Monterey area. So what do you recommend for first-time home buyers?
First-time home buyers is talking to professionals, talking to a real estate agent to understand the cost of the area, what, maybe some things that they need in their home. Talk about it to a real estate agent about what that costs. Talking to a loan officer to see your affordability and understand how the mortgage process works. I can't say enough about educating yourself and working with people that are going to help lift you up and help support you with that achievement. And I always say that's really step one. Step one is having those conversations and gain the knowledge so that'll help you plan. Because sometimes getting into the market, you're probably not going to go from renter to house of your dreams in one fell swoop. It's going to take steps. Me personally, 1 bedroom, 1 bath condo was the first property that I purchased. Then 5 years later, I was able to sell that and get a 2 bedroom, 2.5 bath condo or townhome condo. And then 15 years later, a single family residence in Toro Park where we really wanted to be. It's all about those steps.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Liz.
Thank you. Liz, let me ask you a quick question. So, as a loan officer, what's your opinion about people getting approved before or meeting with a loan officer even before they start their exploration of finding a property?
I think it's a great idea. It's sometimes the first question is how much can I afford? So that you work with a loan officer, we talk about income, assets, monthly debt, how the mortgage works, different components of it, property taxes, insurance. Doing that first so that the next conversation with the realtor gives them some guidelines as well. So I just think it's a wonderful idea. And I've worked with clients for years before they took that step. But it's, again, educating yourself and talking about it gives you that platform to start building towards your dream of home ownership.
Thank you. One more quick question. So Liz, you're in Monterey County and you know, for real estate agents, they gotta be more in the area, but for you, can you serve people anywhere in California?
Actually, I can serve anyone in the 50 states. With US Bank, I'm not limited by my location. I've done Hawaii, New Jersey, Colorado, Florida, Georgia. I've worked across the United States, with clients looking to buy. I like the local touch as well, because some people you don't want to necessarily deal with a faceless person. Sometimes you want to meet them and know that they're there and create that rapport with them. So I go based off of client preference, and I'm never offended if someone, in New Jersey says, you don't live in my neighborhood, you don't understand my neighborhood, I'm going to go with someone else. And I go, absolutely. That's your choice. And that's an important choice to make when you're making that big decision.
Thank you, Liz. I think that's exciting for us to know because maybe we want to buy something somewhere else first where it's a little more affordable. So thank you. Thank you. Everyone give some nice big hand to Liz and
Thank
give
you.
some love to Liz. Let's give some love to Liz. Bing, bing, bing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Liz. Okay, good. Now we got another Liz. Liz Barton. My friends, Liz Barton is a cabbie stylist. She is the PWN fundraising chair. She brings a passion for empowering women to step into the world as the best version of themselves. She's been a cabbie stylist for over 17 years. She has a background in interior design. She has been married for 36 years to her fabulous husband, Eric. She's got 2 adult kids. She enjoys exploring Monterey. She sings in the Peninsula Voices Choir. She recently took up pickleball and she is training for a 12K. Talk about vitality. Liz, let's hear from you.
All right. Well, thank you, Katerina. That was a great introduction. And Elizabeth Stitt and I both sing with the Monterey Peninsula Voices. We've got a concert coming up next month, so we'll keep you posted on that. And I do spot some cabbie out there that Elizabeth is wearing. I think a dress from a past season. So that's kind of fun to see. Yeah. So I'll tell you a little bit about cabbie for those of you that might not know. Cabbie is a women's line of designer clothing, and it's based in Los Angeles. And our design team is known for classic yet on-trend styles and for bringing unique detail to the collection. It really elevates our look. We've got 2 collections a year, and we're currently on our spring-summer season. And the beauty of cabbie is that styles are designed to coordinate across the collection. So it really makes it easy to come up with unlimited combinations and appeal to a broad range of age and style preferences. We also offer a wide range of sizes from 0 through 20. And I work with my clients to help them look and feel their best through putting together looks that really reflect their unique style. And I serve my clients through personal or virtual styling sessions. And this is ideal for women who hate to shop or who are too busy or overwhelmed with choices. And I also offer group fashion experiences where really a lot of fun. So last month as a sponsor, I focused my spotlight moment on the connection between clothing and self-esteem and confidence, and the fact that our clothing choices really affect how we think and feel about ourselves. And by choosing clothing that makes us feel confident and powerful, we can boost our self-esteem. So today, though, I'd like to touch on the subject of the importance of staying up to date with your wardrobe. When it comes to your wardrobe, think of yourself as the CEO of your style. And we all know that in less than 30 seconds, we have formed opinions about others based on visual clues, and your attire really speaks volumes about how seriously you take your occupation or business. So it's important that your appearance gives the right message and that it aligns with your personal attributes and goals that you want people to associate with you in your business. So for example, do you appear confident? Do you look trustworthy, passionate? Are you approachable? Are you successful? Experts agree that your appearance is important in your professional advancement, and your clothing and grooming, even your hairstyle, all have their roles to play. So does your wardrobe need an update, or does it reflect you and your business message? So when it comes to your wardrobe, it really should do the following. So if you really want to stand out in a good way, So for example, if you're networking, people will notice you and gravitate towards you, and you become more identifiable. It shows you're up to date with your business philosophies and policies, and updating your wardrobe and having a polished style really showcases your skills and abilities kind of in a modern package, and staying current keeps you and your business kind of in that competitive game. And it says a lot about you, as I mentioned before, your self-esteem, your attitude towards life, your body, and your respect for your career or business. And that means that with the wrong clothes, you may be giving off the wrong vibe, which could hurt your chances of possibly getting new clients. So having poorly fitted clothing can sometimes make your outfit appear inexpensive or cheap. Trying to make sure your clothing fits well. And sometimes this might mean going up a size and spending a little to have clothing tailored. Dressing in a way that's age appropriate is also important. So trying to look too youthful can be as bad as an outdated look. And whether or not we like it, clothes have an expiration date. So removing items from your wardrobe that are more than 5 years old, for example, except for classic pieces. So some pieces really are made to last a lifetime. And it's important to add your own personal style or flair to your outfits. So for example, are you romantic, classic, or more of a natural dresser? And find what colors, patterns, or designs speak to you and incorporate them into your wardrobe. Now, if you need to update your wardrobe but don't have a big budget, then add new accessories, such as belts, jewelry, shoes, and purses. Those really make a difference. And accessories are a great way to update your look without breaking the bank. And then another thing is wearing the right size bra. I mean, this is very important, and it really can affect our posture and appearance. And many women have been wearing the wrong size bra for years. So wearing the correct size can visually take off pounds. And taking the time for a professional bra fitting is definitely worth the time. Places like Soma, Victoria's Secret, and some of the larger department stores will offer this service. So I do have some things I can show you, some trends for spring, whether you're looking for new styles or ways to update your existing wardrobe. It'll give you a kind of an idea of what is looking good for the season. So can we do a screen share, Carrie? Are we able to do that? We'll see if I'm able to figure out all this technology today.
Actually, it already has an open screen share.
It does. Okay. So were you okay? So you could see me reading everything or no?
No. You'd actually have to hit the little green button in
Okay,
order to do that.
You guys have to know that that doing all this technology is definitely not my thing. So let me see.
Were you able to find the share
Oops,
screen?
let's see. Almost. Let me go back to the Zoom. There it is. Okay, so let me get this set up. Share.
There you are.
Here we go. Okay, so view. Sorry, guys. Here we go. So can everyone see that?
Sure can.
Okay.
Looks good.
Good. Okay, so I've got some spring trends for you, and I'll just kind of scroll through a few different things that I put together. So with Cabby, we've got some things that we've kind of identified as some trends, but they're also within the whole kind of design world. So first one we're calling joie de vivre. You know, that's kind of that French style, easy dressing, kind of just looking like you just threw something together, but you're still really elegant and chic. And also having kind of that pop of red lipstick, even a little ballet flat, and just kind of that effortless vibe going on. Another one we're calling making waves, and that's kind of the nautical theme. You're going to see that a lot out there too, and that's classic. And even though it kind of may be a little bit of a trend, it really never goes out of style. So that's, you know, your navies, your reds, pairing that with white, some great jewelry. And definitely even throwing some pearls in there is a great way to dress up a piece. We've got another one that we're calling muted luxe, but it really is all about neutral dressing. And you're going to see that a lot, very neutral and tonal dressing, but kind of layered with some texture, whether it's like a leather or a faux leather jacket or a sweater to kind of bring some interest in. And then as far as freshening up your look for spring, I've got some ideas I've kind of thrown together for you. Shorts are a huge trend, and having what they're calling a moment, you know, whether they're going to be casual, even dressier. I was in a store the other day and you're going to see short suits, believe it or not. So shorts for kind of more business attire. Also, rompers are kind of one of those things that are another kind of twist on the short trend. And then I'll just kind of being bold with your style, you know, adding that, you know, like a purse with some interest, with a, you know, a fun jacket or striped sweater as another way to do it. Color is really big as far as, you know, adding a pop, even especially with reds or pinks. You're definitely seeing a lot of those right now. And florals, they're having a big time out there. Mixing patterns is also a great way just to kind of dress things up and make a kind of a statement. And, you know, adding an interesting jacket or a topper is another way to do that. Now, kind of one tip I kind of wanted to throw in here too is column dressing. Now that really is a way, is kind of a slimming look, because your eye is just all this, it sees all the same color, but you can do something very casual. Like this is the same outfit underneath. She's got kind of a bright casual sweater here, but then totally different look by throwing a blazer on with it. So that's a way that you can kind of get some mileage out of, you know, one piece of or a couple pieces by just adding different toppers. Kind of makes your wardrobe go a little further.
Talk to Liz to freshen up your style. Thank you, Liz. Thank you. So fun to see the latest trends. I'm definitely a style enthusiast. Bing, bing, bing. Okay, good. Let's go to our next speaker. Our next speaker, well, we probably could say needs no introduction, but I'll give her a few words anyway. Theresa Ream. Her talk is today on do less and accomplish more while reducing overwhelm. Theresa is a successful entrepreneur and founder of multi-million-dollar businesses. She empowers women leaders also with her coaching expertise through Feminine W.I.L.E.S. She leverages over 42 years of business experience as a CEO, building and managing businesses, fostering happy teams. A passionate leader, she inspires and motivates women to achieve their full potential. Theresa, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Katerina. In honor of you, let's take a big deep breath and hold it in for 4 seconds. Now I'll start my time. Okay. Today I'm going to talk about some remedies for overwhelm and exhaustion that many of us women entrepreneurs face from time to time or all the time. And I'm going to leave you with 3 tactical solutions: guarding your time, doing less, and increasing your quality and productivity, and also a strategic calendar. So how many of you would love to do less, produce higher quality work, and earn more? I think most of us would. So what's going on? What's going on? Women are expected to do more. That's the bottom line. We run our businesses. We do the bulk of the child raising. We do 90% of the house chores. We take care of the finances. And one that we're always doing, I talked to Rochelle yesterday, is that we're always keeping a temperature on the family. Is everybody happy? What are we doing? We're orchestrating all the time. So where did it start? The good old cavemen. Cavemen, they like to do high performance activities: hunting, sports, playing, wrestling with each other, priesthoods, fighting, stuff that is fun to men. Now, as cave women, we're supposed to do the uneventful work: preparing food, childbearing, child rearing, gardening, pounding roots was a big one apparently, and nursing the sick. But now a lot of us entrepreneurs are working full time and we're still expected to pound the roots, right? So women spend more time. If you just think about a few instances, we spend more time preparing for vacations. I do all the stuff for the vacations. My husband packs and usually forgets half his stuff and I got to put it in a suitcase. Going to bed is another one if you think about it. Good night, honey. He jumps in bed and he's playing solitaire. I'm packing the lunch. I'm straightening up the living room. I'm doing the whole facial thing. And then I get in bed and then he asks me to scratch his back. So women are just expected to do so much more. And children's schedules are way more than they were like in the 60s. People had more adult time in the 60s. I remember my parents in the 60s, they went dancing, they took vacations with adults, they cocktail dinners at friends' houses, bridge parties. We just don't find the time to do a lot of that anymore. We are told to be in the present moment, but we are scattered and fragmented. It's unsustainable. There's so many women I talk to, they're on the verge of tears a lot of the times, and I've been there myself too. So are you ready for some helpful tactics? Let's raise your hands if you are. Come on. Okay, first one, guard your time. Interruptions in our society are expected. People just fly into offices, they want to dump on us, they want to tell us all about their families and what's going on, and we're right in the middle of a project. It kills our creative time. And when you can always work somewhere off site when you need to, a coffee shop, a library, sometimes working at home can be your biggest distraction. With me, I'm throwing in some laundry, I'm doing this. I homeschooled the kid, he just flew in here a while ago, I had to get something out of his eye. And so it's just, it can get kind of crazy at home. So guard your time. You can always set up a calendar app. And then that way you can schedule your main bulk of your uninterrupted work. So then people make appointments with you on times that you choose to have meetings with you. And like Mark Zuckerberg, he has strict guidelines for meetings. They're only scheduled at certain times, and people damn well better come prepared and not just throw a bunch of the thinking on him. He wants answers. The second one in there is focus when guarding your time. The greatest amount of energy used in a car is when it's starting and stopping. You can't use all your brain power, just doesn't put out high quality when you're stopping and starting, and it takes a lot of energy. Increase timelines. You need to increase your timelines because that will increase your quality. So as ambitious entrepreneurs, we're not good. We're saying, oh, can you do it? Yes, I'm going to do it in 1 week. And we think of all the best case scenarios and we're super whizzes. Well, we can't turn out shorter deadlines. It will rush you and you won't turn out high quality work. One of the other ones is do less. Drastically downsize your daily task list and the amount of active goals you have going on. And you can always have a list of feeder goals that when you're done, you put a feeder goal in and stuff. Too many projects and tasks means less creativity and slower production, actually. I kind of get what Tony Robbins said when I heard a long time ago, most people overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in a decade. So, slow down, be patient, think of the long-term thinking. I'm already at 5. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit here. Or I'm going to go to the calendar because that's the thing that saved my bacon. It's a tactical calendar, and I organized my calendar into themes per day. And so, like Stephen Covey said, with the big rocks, you put the big rocks in the container and then you put the smaller ones in the gravel and it all fits in, right? We all know that. So on certain days I pick, and here it is. Monday is my learning day. How many of us have courses we signed up that we're still working on a year later? Oh my gosh, it's crazy. And some of them we even forgot all about. So this is the day I go through all my courses and my certifications I want to receive, and I work on those. Do I work on other stuff too? Yes, but that's the big rocks that day. And then I filter all the other stuff that I need to. And 50% less of what I normally do. Tuesday is corporate day. Now, this is a day I worked on all tactical things in my business. It's not the only day I work on my business. Again, there's smaller rocks putting in on the other days. Wednesday is creative day. I concentrate on my coaching, writing, books, blogs, magazine articles, my podcasts, putting talks together, and social media content. Thursday, appointments, organizing, and meeting days. So I try to set all my doctor's appointments, meetings, lunches with people on that appointment day. And I will also organize and declutter my computer on that day, and home office and home too. So I'll haul things off to Goodwill. Friday is personal business day, and that's when I concentrate on my personal finance, paying bills, personal communication with my bookkeeper, attention to my personal investments and my real estate properties. So the focused attention and that sense of completion are just heavenly. And I wanted to pass that down to you today, so you would get a little taste of that. If you need help with anything, you can always email me. I will put my email in, and you can ask me more questions about it too. So I am at 7.37. Katerina, does anybody have any questions?
I actually have a question.
Yes, my dear.
How did you arrive at your, let's call it your buckets? Because I can see how each one of these buckets might be able to be, let's call it massaged. But yeah, how did you come upon the buckets of your days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
Well, like Katerina, I put everything on my calendar. So I was like scrambling with, oh, this goes in this bucket, but I'm moving it to this day. And then I just feel so frazzled. So I grouped everything on my calendar into the task days. And I had my calendar on that. And then the appointments that I have to be somewhere physically, even like, or today virtually, I put in front of that, I put a, out of the emojis, a purple heart. That means when I look at my calendar on my phone, I see that purple heart. I know those are my appointments. I got to be somewhere too. So that's how I arrived at that with the different categories.
Thank you.
What do you do on Friday and on Saturday and Sunday?
I usually play. I play. I'm at my second home now, so 2 homes to take care of is a little bit, much. So I do that. I travel up to the home, or we go places and do things and play with the kids. Anybody need help on it? Just get a hold of me.
Let's give some love to our friend Theresa. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to all 3 of our phenomenal panelists, Theresa, Liz, and Liz. And please think about what you're going to do based on their discussions with you today. You're going to focus on buying some exciting property. You're going to upgrade your look. You're going to put some attention on reducing your overwhelm. Think about what action you're going to take based on our fabulous speakers. Carrie, thanks everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.